So one goal that I have for way down the line in my career is to pretty much have a studio production company and put 100% focus on creating new films, specifically new franchises, because we keep getting reboots, sequels, whatever, to the same old franchises that have been around for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But there was a time in the early 2000s where all these new franchises were coming out. Stuff like, Mission Impossible, Fast and the Furious. At one point, I mean, I know now they're like 10 movies in, but at one point, those franchises, John Wick, were new, fresh, and like, oh crap, new franchise. So I definitely want to focus on building new franchises that would, I guess, in the next 50 years, I guess, have a whole bunch of sequels and whatnot and spin offs. And I think a great start to do that is this two-chapter story that I'm telling, Bloom. So my character story is only two chapters, it would be most likely two movies. But then the two other supporting characters, they have such a background that I could really flesh out on their arc up until, we're in the time period it leads up to the beginning of the story, my character story. So that could be a great way to start my focus on making new franchises for, I guess, Hollywood to have. So I could do the two-chapter story for my character, which would be Bloom chapter 1 and 2, and then the prequel to that, which are the two supporting characters. It would be kind of like Better Call Saul for Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul, it's Saul's story, but you do also get a lot of focus on the other supporting characters from Breaking Bad. Gus Fring, Mike. So it would kind of be like that, where like the main focus is on one of the supporting characters, but you also get a lot of the backstory for the second supporting character from Bloom. I don't know what the hell it'd be called, but I definitely want to make it a series. I want to make one series in my lifetime. I really think some stories are great for episodic storytelling. I thought that was going to be the case for Bloom, but I think Bloom is better off as two movies on the big screen. And then the prequel could be the series, maybe 2 to 5 seasons, and then it would end where the movie starts. Um, and then I guess those are my goals on future thinking, maybe 10, 15 years to get to that point, or maybe sooner. You never know where life's going to lead you.